Hello, interdimensional beings. Today's video is on sex and spirituality. What a great combination, am I right? I would play Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye, but copyright. Can't do that. Alright, so let's get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is breath practice during sex. When you are in an orgasm, in a sexual experience, getting your genitalia fondled, whatever floats your muffin or stick or whatever, if you are taking deep oxygenated breaths, you are able to enter a sort of a trance-like state, which will help to enhance your sexual experience and your spiritual experience. You can transcend your physical body during sex simply by breathing, and it becomes purely sensation, and it's a truly powerful thing. So I suggest looking more into that if I were you. Next, we're going to talk about vulnerability during sex. Sex is a great opportunity to share your inner self with another person. With the different sounds and feelings that we experience during sex, whether it be moaning or crying or whatever it is that you're feeling, you are literally just kind of saying to the other party and yourself, this is me. You are completely undressing yourself of your ego and just being in your feelings. And that's an incredibly powerful thing. And learning to embrace that vulnerability is something that's truly special. And a great way to practice doing that is just masturbating. If you can masturbate and be shameless about the noises you're making and the things that you're feeling and the things that you're doing, that will transcend to when you're having sex with another person. Okay, the next thing that we will talk about is the exchange of energy during sex. As you probably know, if you're watching this, our mind and body is connected through energy. So when you are having sex and you are exchanging either mental energies, being like the people that you're interacting with and how you choose to interact with them, and physical ones, as in the juices and the flesh and the peen, whatever it is that is going on in your private square, you are exchanging energy with your partner. And this is so profound because once you have this realization, you really start getting picky about who you have sex with. Have you ever wondered why the day after you have sex, you wake up feeling either a little bit more connected to that person or you feel a little bit more like that person? You just kind of have this deeper sense of togetherness with them. And I'm not saying that as a romantic thing. It's just kind of like a connection. Make of it what you will. But it's very profound to have this realization, and you really need to get in touch with your own energies to be able to know who your sex partners should be, because who you are as a person is going to attract who you attract. So if there's some things you need to work on, best to work on them alone in the bathroom while you're playing with your clitoris than with a sex partner who could potentially be bad for you. Or you could try having sex with someone anyway and then having those realizations. The choice is yours. Choose wisely. The next thing we're going to talk about is overcoming your fears during sex. There's a lot of stigmatism around sex, that it should be done a certain way and that it's dirty and gross. Ugh, the fucking patriarchy, am I right? So you really want to use that as an opportunity to transcend all of that. Ask yourself, why am I afraid of trying this thing? What is there to lose if I try this other thing? There's a lot that can be gained through expanding your sexual comfort zone. And obviously, there's going to be things that aren't for everyone. Personally, if you take a shit in my mouth, I'm not going to get turned on. I don't know about you, but that's just me. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other things that you can try, and who knows, you might discover something that you didn't know you liked. So it can be a very moving, creative, self-expression technique to really just let go and try something new that's not too far out of your comfort zone, but is a little bit out of your comfort zone. On that topic, when we're talking about sex in the kinky variety, We can talk a lot about how sex is in a mirror for alchemy in the spiritual practice. If you are doing BDSM or sadomasochism, you are inherently taking something that is physically painful and transforming it into a pleasurable experience. And this is the same in our spiritual life. We are in a negative situation and we transcend it into something positive. So, in that sense, giving or receiving pain can be a deeply spiritual thing. If you are the dominant and you're giving pain to another party, you are an observer of this process, and that's a very profound thing. If you're the submissive or the masochist and you're receiving the pain, you are directly going through the experience of alchemy, so that's a beautiful thing. Also, it helps you realize that a lot of our pain is just mental. And yes, that shit ain't for everyone, but for those who it is, embrace the spiritual aspects of it, because that shit's lit. The last thing I'm going to talk about in regards to sex is how it can build your confidence. When you are giving yourself to another person and really just releasing yourself, that shit feels fucking good. Society may try to tell us that it doesn't, but sex can be a powerful tool for self-love. Getting in touch with your physical body and learning how to pleasure another person's physical body is an incredibly empowering experience. So, if you start to look at it in that way, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you can start to really feel a whole new level of self-love for your physical being. And another great way to do that is wank in the carrot, masturbate away, because when you're masturbating, you're telling yourself, look at me, I can pleasure myself. I don't need anyone. I am my own sexual partner. And that's a beautiful thing and nothing to be ashamed of. Alright, well, that's the end of this video. So please wear condoms because no one wants chlamydia. And also, just don't be ashamed of yourself because you're awesome. Even if you do like to poop in people's mouths. Have a good day.